Good morning, Taurus. This is Glamour Spell Tarot. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for stopping by and welcome. If you are already a subscriber, thank you so much for subscribing. Your feedback and your support means a lot to me. This is going to be your general collective reading for love for May 2020. When I say general collective reading, it means you might resonate with all of the message, you might resonate with parts of it, or you might just resonate with a sentence out of it, right? So take what it applies and use it in your situation, leave the rest. I'm going to use the Making Magic cards, Making Magic deck as oracles. They have been very spot on for the readings I've done so far. Wishes come true. This is actually a card that came out quite a bit for a bunch of the signs. Rapid achievement of your dreams and wishes. I feel that due to this isolation that we have been going through and we are still going through, it is a sense of figuring out what we really want and having the ability to manifest it, because we kind of put on the side all of the noise of the outer world. We managed to take a deep look within. We understood what would fit our lives or what it wouldn't. Earth. This is your energy, Taurus. You're an earth sign. As the element of earth for grounding, stability, and strength in times of chaos. Let's see what this is. Dragonfly. You bring light to this world. Beautiful. So maybe once you manage to ground yourself, you kind of discovered your real value. You kind of started to understand who you really are. And then you also understood that you bring light to this world and that you're special and that the people around you appreciate you. One more. The festival. Well, I hope you are not attending any festival right now. I highly doubt there is any festival you can attend at this point in time. Just saying. So, creates an energetic blueprint for a fantastic party or event. Well, you might be planning at this point in time, maybe for a wedding, maybe for an event, for a conference. But because this is a love reading, what I feel is mostly related to maybe an engagement, a wedding party. So, so even if you cannot go through with this at this point in time, you are preparing yourself, right? Well, I guess planning a wedding takes at least a few months. So, especially if you want a big wedding, that's going to take even longer. So, yeah, let's see what the tarot has to say. I'm using the Starman Tarot. This is actually a gorgeous deck I've got from my business partner, who is a Taurus. And I became very attached to this deck. In the beginning, I was a little bit like, this is a bit too complicated. But then when you go through it and you understand the symbolistics in it, it's very much in line to how I feel our world is going and to the concept of spiritual technology. And these are two concepts that melt very well in my life. So first of all, you have judgment. To me, judgment, what I feel about this card is a card of divine intervention. If you had the inability to make a decision for a while, if you didn't know if to go left or right, I always say this, you need to choose to go left or right, because the road is paved with squirrels who couldn't do that, okay? So I feel that this individual here, this could be the gods intervening, giving you the power, giving you the wisdom, giving you the enlightenment that you needed in order to see what you want in your life, to have this luck. This could be either the infinity symbol, if you look at it like this, or 8. 8 in Asian cultures, it's a lucky number. It's a very, very lucky number, right? Also, I have it on my arm, so it's either 2 8 or is the infinity symbol. Then I made it specifically like this. So I feel it's a sense of enlightenment. I feel that there is a sense of something growing, or fertility, of having this universal energy. This to me looks like the female reproductive system, where basically life starts. Okay, that's a symbol for where life starts. It's true, we need both of the feminine and the masculine reproductive organs in order to create life, but life is cradled in the womb. So this individual here, who seems like a god from the future or some alien type of god, is here to enlighten you, is here to give you the vital force that you need. He's like, take it. This is what you have to do. This is also a karmic type of card. You receive what you give, right? But I feel in this context, and looking at that wishes come true, I feel that after this period of isolation, maybe somehow you managed to make up your mind. Today you know what you want, you know in which direction you want to move, where you want to go from here, and you have been enlightened by the gods. You have made that decision that you have been postponing for a while. Let's move on. Let's pick up some more tarot cards. Ten of Swords. You have been through complicated events that left you feeling drained, wounded, feeling left for dead, right? This was a disaster. This was something that maybe you knew was coming. You were somehow expecting it. It wasn't letting you sleep at night because you would see this defeat. You see these two individuals here. Yeah, one gets stabbed by the swords. The other one has the power with this lightning from his finger to destroy the swords. So which one are you going to be? Are you going to linger into this energy where you are defeated? Or are you going to fight it back and say, well, I've learned my lessons. This is the essence of life. We go through events, we learn our lessons, and we move past them. Okay. Or you can let these events leave you drained, left for dead, defeated. So are you going to fight against it, or are you just going to let it be? The choice is with you. The choice is with you. And I feel that you will make the choice to shine your light bright once again. To shine your light bright once again. Purple is the color of power, of spirituality, of royalty, right? So I feel that your decision is not to feel left for dead anymore, is to fight against this and start something new. And have the ability to manifest your wishes, to manifest things in your life as you have wished, as you dreamt of. No, these are way too many, but I've seen the Prince of Pentacles. There's the Knight of Pentacles there. That means that maybe a slow offer, it's on its way, something has been moving too slowly. But from the Knight of Pentacles, you actually get the King of Pentacles. This is someone who's very nurturing. This is someone who's very stable. This is someone who has built their empire. You are an earth sign, so you could as well embody this energy. This is someone who has built from ground up. Look at this horse. To me, initially, when I've seen this card, looked a little bit like the Trojan horse. You remember the story of Troy, right? Um, but I don't think this horse here, I think this is a real statue. This is something that this King of Pentacles has built, is something grounded. He has built something to leave for the generations to come. He has an anchor here. He has a lot of gold around him. He has the anchor. This is a symbol for stability. This is a symbol for getting grounded, basically. This is someone who teaches other people the value of money, who teaches their kids the value of money. This is someone who's at the point in their life where they have worked a lot and it's time to reap the benefits of their work. Let's see what next comes out for you, Taurus. And it did. The Sacred Clown. This is actually the Fool card, but in this deck it's named differently. This is a very interesting card, and again, this is a card that came out for a lot of the signs, and I'm not surprised. I think through this period of isolation, through this period of quarantine, we actually had the time to look within, and we actually had the time to make decisions related to the way we want our lives to look like, right? The things that we want to do, the things that we want to create. This individual here has the power to create. You see that fire coming out of his finger there, and that ball of light behind him, to me, looks like the sun. The sun is the happiest card in the tarot deck. The sun means vision, the sun means optimism, the sun means absolute happiness. So this individual has the ability to create his own happiness because he has been enlightened. He might look like the fool, he might look like a clown to others. Maybe other people laughed at him in the past. They were like, you are never going to make it. Do you see all the traps in front of you? Those are all of the naysayers. Those are all that have said, oh, you don't have what it takes. But this guy has been tiptoeing. He has been tiptoeing left and right and avoiding all of the traps. And he has made it forward. He might have looked naive in front of others, or like a fool. Others would have said, oh no, you are just dumb to think you can do this. But he made it. But he has made it. He has created his own happiness because he is enlightened. There is a sense of enlightenment. There is a sense that you have decided to let go of all of the past hurts, to step into your energy. You have asked the element of earth for grounding, for stability, for strength in time of chaos. You have put yourself into that energy, and you have decided to bring light. And you have decided to bring light. And you remember the dragonfly here? I've just seen them together now. You bring light to this world in the same way that this guy brings that fire through his finger. He brings light. I told you they are very much in tune, this making magic little cards. They are very much in tune. The Lovers, actually this is a card that I've seen before I started your reading while I was shuffling. And now I look at it, I look at that wishes come true, and I look at this festival, and in the beginning, when I looked at that card, I was mentioning union, I was mentioning some sort of celebration of love, I was mentioning an engagement, maybe a marriage. So my feeling here is that you are coming together with this true soulmate. This is a person that you have a spiritual connection with. This is a person that you feel in harmony with, that you are comfortable with. Also, this is one of my favorite lovers cards in kind of all of the tarot decks that I own, because it's a very sexual type of energy. The way they touch each other, it's all honey. They are protected by the angels. These two female figures here, they look to me like angels that are protecting this connection, that are protecting this relationship, that are protecting this, that this is a divinely guided connection. And I feel that you are making steps to take this forward. You are definitely making steps to take this forward. You have the honeycomb here. That's to me, the honeycomb is a symbol of perfection. It's a symbol of building something very stable, but also in this perfect geometry, the perfect geometry of souls. And with that festival card, to me it looks like you are the person you are dealing with. You guys have decided to give it a real shot and take things forward towards union. Seven of Cups. So I need to tell you this thing. For most of the readings I've done in this series, the first cards that came out in the first line, the way I felt them, right, they are what's going to happen in May or in the future, because keep in mind timing is fluid, right? Then the cards below that don't fit in this area anymore are cards that explain your path to get here. Does that make sense? I've just observed the pattern. It's not something that I set my mind on. I kind of let myself get divinely guided for these readings in particular. So, the Seven of Cups, there is a lot of sense of confusion. There are a lot of things that you wanted. You have desired for a long time the birth of this new life. A new life surrounded in golden lights, right? You had a lot of wishes, maybe career-wise, maybe relationship-wise, right? And you have been working a lot to manifest them on one hand, but also took the practical steps to go there. Still, with the Seven of Cups, there is always an element of confusion. It's like, what do I want first? What do I need first? Where do I start? Right? Where do I start? But to me, in this particular deck, the Seven of Cups gives you a sense of enlightenment. And you know what? You have decided in the end, so that this is like an embryo in the womb, right? But that can be a symbol. It doesn't necessarily mean you're going to have a baby unless that's something you want. But to me, that is the birth of a new life. In the same way, the Fool, the sacred clown, goes through life and creates and builds this life with the energy of a child, with the purity of a child. In the same way, you have wanted to create this brand new life that doesn't look like anything that you had so far. You wanted to do something brand new and encompass this energy of a child, basically. Maybe a little bit naive at times, fearless for sure. The Moon. There have been a lot of secrets that came out. To me, the Moon card is a card of hidden things. It's a card of things that are not being seen in the in the moonlight. You cannot see things as you see them in daylight, right? These are things. It's also a sense of heightened psychic abilities. It's also a sense of trusting your intuition, trusting your gut feeling. It's also a sense of maybe people around you wearing false masks. And then those false masks had to fall. Someone had different faces that they were putting on. Someone had different faces that they were putting on. And I feel that hurt you really, really deeply, but then you have decided to fight against that being hurt, that feeling of being hurt. And here with this confusion, so if you are unable to make a decision for what you want and how you want your life, your new life to look like, the universe stepped in with the judgment cards and it made a decision for you, aligned you on your true path, aligned you to your true goals, to the things that are meant for you. Okay? But I feel that these secrets, these things that have been hidden from you, made you feel left for dead, made you feel very, very wounded, made you feel very betrayed. The Hierophant. Yeah, remember when I was telling you, so this is a card that speaks about a higher power. And this is the note that I've started this reading on. You are being divinely guided. You are definitely being divinely guided, and the higher power, whatever you choose to believe in, right, stepped in and decided for you, gave you that enlightenment that you needed. That the Hierophant is also very much a Taurus card, right? So you show up very, very intensely in your reading. You could be dealing with a Pisces, you could be dealing with a Gemini here, but it doesn't need to be. Don't get stuck in the signs. If the sign of the person that you are dealing with pops up, the better. But if not, that's fine. Okay? The Hierophant. But also, when I started the reading, when I was mentioning that festival, I was speaking about traditions. I was speaking about getting married. I was speaking about engagement, which is not necessarily something that my mind would go, right? Because when I see festival, I would think more of Tomorrowland. But in this particular case, I felt very, very much compelled to tell you there is a wedding coming up. And the Hierophant is a card that speaks about social structure, speaks about the way things are done, right? Marriages like that. We get married because we are doing that for years, and it gives us a sense of stability. Anyway, don't get me started on that topic. Well, I've never been one to wish to get married, so I wouldn't understand it. But I can see why some people would would feel the need to tie the knot and make the proper paperwork and so on and so forth. I don't really like doing paperwork. So this to me speaks about a contract. This to me speaks about a contract, and this is a soulmate contract. This is something very beautiful coming into your life. This is something very beautiful coming in your life, and I feel is tying the knot with. So you decided to get very grounded, to get very stable. You decided that you are ready to make this offer to a true soulmate and take things further. Live the experience of getting married. Again, keep in mind that the roles are interchangeable, right? This could be you or this could be someone you're dealing with. Okay? So just keep that in mind. So someone has decided that they stepped into their power and now they are ready to become the husband, to become the father, to support the household, to be stable, to be grounded, because they feel they have met this true soulmate. And it's all honey with them. Isn't that beautiful? Well, two cards came out. Okay, let's start with the Hangman. You have been on pause. You have been thinking about this for a while. This is not a decision you have made overnight. This is not something you you are someone else, right? This is not something that wasn't thought about very well. And I feel you have started thinking about this around the full moon eclipse in December. You remember we had an eclipse because you have this here, you have this eclipse here in the corner. This individual put himself upside down in order to gain a new perspective. This individual made an effort to see things from a different perspective and to receive enlightenment. Because to me, this is again a Pisces card. To me, the Hanged Man is an individual that is searching for enlightenment. And you have all of that enlightenment with the lightning there. It's a little bit literal. Is that enlightenment that is holding him upside down until that enlightenment goes through all of his body to his head, right? If you look closer here at his head, he wears a magician hat. He wears a magician hat and he holds it, although he has this weight attached to it, and he realizes that making his dreams come true or manifesting what he wants, he or she, don't get stuck in the genders either. Manifesting what this individual wants is not easy. It's not an easy job. He needs to let go of certain things. And one of the things he lets go here is his gold. Do you see that? So, but he really wants to manifest these things in his life, and he's trying to find the best way to be able to manifest it. And I feel what he's trying to manifest is this brand new love. But the Ace of Cups, it's also a sense of healing. It's also a sense of healing. And you see how these cards came out? I'm just seeing them now. I didn't have any particular spread in mind when I started doing this reading. And I try to keep the readings, the monthly love readings, flowing. And I let myself guided by the divine in order to give you the best messages. I feel that you or someone has put themselves in this hangman mode in order to see how they can start this brand new life, in order to see how they can take this leap of faith, in order to see how they can manifest this true soulmate, okay? And this brand new love, because this is what they wanted. This individual here wanted this brand new love, wanted a divine type of love. But again, there is also a sense of healing with this card. You have the lotus flower here. To me, the lotus flower is very much a healing type of energy. It's very much a healing type of energy. But this cup, also it seems to be sitting in the clouds somehow. It's very grounded. It has roots. It has grown roots. You want to grow roots with someone. You want to create something that is there to stay for a long time. So yes, new beginning, but you want it to last for a lifetime. You want to be something that it blooms, and you want to be something that is divinely guided for you. This is absolutely beautiful. The geometry, the colors in this card. It seems like this cup is growing on lava. Yeah, magma. But this whole scene is either happening on an ocean, maybe you are living close to an ocean, or is happening in the sky and is very much divinely guided. Very, very beautiful card. I love this card. I don't remember, there is another sign that got this card as well, but I don't remember who exactly right now. Okay. Five of Swords. There has been a lot of conflict in the past. There has been a lot of conflict, a lot of betrayal, hence why the confusion, hence why the secrets, hence why the Ten of Swords at the end of the day, right? But this is also a card that to me speaks about defeating your own demons. You had to defeat your own demons. You had to defeat your darkest sides, your shadow self. Because you see, to me, that this doesn't look like a real enemy. To me, in this card, this looks like battling your own demons, battling like that negative self-talk in your subconscious. This is what it tells me, this card. But again, you have the opportunity for something brand new. You have golden opportunities here. And again, something related to the cycles of the moon. To me, this looks like something that is related to the cycles of the moon. So I'm going to put this here. I feel that this confusion was created by your own inner demons, actually. I've just seen the Sun card. There is happiness coming your way. There is a lot of happiness coming your way, Taurus. Prince of Pentacles. You remember when I was telling you in the beginning that I've seen this card? Well, here it comes again. Everything happens for a reason, and you guys need to keep in mind that everything that comes out of my mouth during this reading is because it's divinely guided. The Prince of Pentacles. Well, it has taken someone a long time to be able to make this offer. It has taken someone a long time to transform their energy from the Prince of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles, where they're actually in their power. It has taken someone a lot of back roads without a GPS, without a map. This guy was just guided by the sound of your dreams. Okay? The sound of your dreams. Radio waves. Energy. Okay? At the end of the day, radio waves and all of these things are energy. Sound is energy. But this guy definitely didn't have a map, didn't have a plan. But he somehow trusted that he's going to be divinely guided in the right direction. He will know the direction that he has to go into. He will just know. This can be someone working with technology, because you see this horse here, looks like a Swiss watch, but this to me is also the mechanism inside of a Swiss watch, right? But this to me is also a sense of divine timing. Everything happens in divine timing. One more card for you, Taurus, and then we close this reading. Seven of Wands. Again, this sense of having to defend your beliefs, having to defend what you stand for. In this card, you cannot really tell if there are other people attacking this person, or if he is just fighting his inner negative self-talk. If he is just fighting his demons again. But he's ready to defend what he stands for. He's ready to defend his beliefs. Because he has been enlightened by this higher power. And now he knows how to obtain this Ace of Cups, this beautiful brand new beginning in love. And this is what this individual wants. This is what this individual wants. So, Taurus, I feel you are getting closer to coming into union with a true soulmate. Maybe now is not the right time to plan for a wedding, because we are still in isolation. And we are asked for social distancing. But no, this is coming. This is written in the cards, in the stars. The universe has this for you. This is all I had for you for now. Drop me a comment below and tell me how you resonated with this reading. Also, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It really means a lot to me when you do that. Keep checking my channel, because I will be posting quite a bit of readings in May. And in between, I need you guys to stay safe, love and light.